Yo, what's up everybody? We are Beatsbus Records and this is Sing for Hull, week 14, day 2 with the Hull Music Service. Hope you enjoy it. Peace, one love. The year is 1973 and the Bronx is burning. Gangs on every corner, drugs, killings, shootings and stabbings, and the young people paying the price for it. This was government design at its best, destruction at its best. And it was well executed. The street is Sedgwick Avenue, and there comes Clive Campbell. Go. Clive Campbell, aka DJ Kool Herc, just moved into the Bronx from Jamaica, where the Kingston sound system and the selectors used to throw down every weekend. Clive fell in love with this as a child, so it was Clive's sister's birthday one night, and he decided to throw her a surprise party. He borrowed some speakers and a PA and he set up 2 turntables. What happened that night changed the narrative for hip hop and for America and for the world. DJ Kool Herc used to find the break in his records and he used to loop the break to have a continuous break beat. So the break is when all the music drops out of a record and it's just the beat playing by itself. DJ Kool Herc could have 2 turntables, he'd find that break, he'd play it on that one, he'd find the break, and then he'd play it on that one, and he'd do the same thing to keep the beat going. That's where the term breakdancing came around. Kool Herc was using the breaks, people was dancing, and that was breakdance. So, people was jamming. Everyone started to dance, and like I just said, that's how the term breakdance came around. You will learn about this soon. That night, at that party, the leader of a notorious gang, the Black Spades, came to the party, Lance Taylor, aka Africa Bambaataa. Lance Taylor, aka Africa Bambaataa. The Black Spades was the most notorious gang in the streets of America, and he turned up to the party that night. The meeting of these 2 mans birthed the culture that you now know as hip hop. So when I say hip hop, let me break it down for you a little bit. The hip, this is the style and the knowledge that you brought to the table. The hop, this is the breakdancing and the movement. So when Herc and Bambaataa realised that night, whilst Herc was DJing, nobody was fighting, nobody was arguing, and nobody was hurting each other. It was all love. So from that night, the Zulu Nation was born. At this point here, I just want to give a massive shout out to the Zulu Nation. I'm a member. They've done massive things for hip hop. So yeah, big up Zulu Nation. So hip hop was born. We had hip hop and we had the Zulu Nation. But they need to make it into a movement. Yeah. So what DJ Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa did that night was they chose 4 elements from their surroundings and what was going on. Number 1, the DJ. DJ Kool Herc was playing music that night. He was getting everybody dancing. Number 2, the MC. Where Kool Herc was from, they was called the selectors. The MC came with the term hip hop. Number 3, the B-boy and the B-girl. These were for all the breakdancers getting down that night and pulling moves. Number 4, the graffiti artist. These are the people with dope skills who make your surroundings look so fresh. The Zulu Nation. Just let me give you a bit of information on how it came to become called the Zulu Nation. So Africa Bambaataa's favourite movie was Zulu with Michael Caine in it. And he wanted to create a nation. So he took the name from his favourite movie, Zulu, and then he put the nation to it and he formed the Zulu Nation. So what they did that night was, they said, okay, to be part of hip hop and to be part of the movement, you need to master these elements. And once you master these elements, you can then pass the knowledge that you have gained on to the next person so they can master the elements. And that became the movement. So out of that, they also realised that the movement they created stopped the violence in the communities and brought people together. So the Zulu nation then created two mottos. Zulu nation created two mottos. The first one was each one teach one, each one reach one. And that's exactly what it says. You master the knowledge and then you teach the next person and you've reached them and they master the knowledge. And the second one was love, peace, unity and having fun. Now, when we teach people at the Beatsbus, when we teach hip hop at the Beatsbus, our first and most important rule when we do the ground rules is that the people have fun. Spread the love. It's a one love mentality. Everybody is treated equal. And that's why we created the Beatsbus, to teach the values of hip hop, to teach the true history of hip hop and why it was created. Thank you very much.
Breakdancing, one of the 5 elements of hip-hop known as breaking, b-girling or b-boying, originated among African American and Latin American youths in the South Bronx of New York during the early 70s. A breakdancer is known as a breaker. Breakdancing began as a method of rival gangs to settle territorial disputes. It started when street gang legend DJ Kool Herc took breakdown sections of breaks and looped them, as Steve mentioned earlier. Dancers displayed their skills during the break. Dancers picked elements from other dances and sports, but not limited to gymnastics, capoeira, lindy hop, disco or rock and roll. Here, breakdancing was born.
Hello everybody, welcome to our Beatsbus breakdance session. My name's David O'Quessia, DJ Redlocks, one of the Beatsbus tutors. And we're here to just go through breakdance routine with you today. Just follow my simple steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, jump, twist. This one is going to be incorporate a little bit of body popping into it, just a quick 3, so it's going to go knee up and point, down, switch knees, point, and back up again. Step by the side, legs down, bring your right leg through onto the ground, like so, hands back, 1, bend the knee, 2, 3, 4, 5, spin round, straight to front and back, round again, push, like so. The next while you get up is just bend your left leg or the right leg, whatever is easy for you. Simple bend like that, push up onto your knee, simply get up. Now we're going to incorporate a bit of body popping into it. We'll start off called a body wave. It simply goes through the left arm, down your body, up and back through the right arm, and then back down your body again, out for the left arm again. So imagine there's a ball there. You're going to move your hand over the ball like this, into your elbow, you bend your shoulders in, chest out, bend your legs down, push out again into your chest, shoulders, create that shape and nicely roll it out back into the air. Bring it back in again, bend into your shoulders, chest. As your chest goes in, your legs bend, back up again into your chest. You can go into your head again, knock your shoulder, elbow, wrist and out. Go in. Obviously this is for the side view into your chest. As your legs bend down, your chest goes in, bend it back out again, your chest comes out, and then roll it out. Back in for your wrist, into your shoulder, chest comes out. As your legs bend, chest comes back in, legs bend, push it out again into your chest, into your head, into your shoulders, and then as your shoulders come down, it rolls out. Same body popping move, but this time it's pop lock. So each joint in your body, when you lock when the wave goes through, creates that locking effect. So like this. Fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulders, chest, legs, back into your chest again, shoulder, elbow, wrist and out. As it comes into that way, it goes in again, fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulders, into your chest, down, push in again into your chest, knock your shoulder, elbow, wrist and out.
You ready?
We're just going through the steps in the routine, now we're going to put it together, execute it like this, yo. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm here to talk to you about rap music. Now, rap originated strictly from the DJ. Now, the DJ would be spinning, tunes in the party, getting one break and mixing it in with another. And what the MC would do would basically to control the microphone and give shout outs to the people in the crowd and engage people, really bring people together. And that's what the MC's first ever job was. Over time, that developed, and the MC now became a rapper. Now, what does rap stand for? For me, it stands for rhythm and poetry. And those are the two main components to rap. So when you play music, you're going to basically learn to listen to the rhythm. So there's 4 beats in every bar. Every type of music has repetitions. And each one of those repetitions, you'll find 4 individually spaced beats. So they usually go like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you put a beat on, what I want you to start doing is learning how to count those beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so I prepared the beat earlier. I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. 1, 3. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 to the 4. 1, 2, 3 to the 4. Now that basically shows you how to count beats within a bar. It's a very quick demonstration. Now what the poetry side aspect is basically to stay in time with the beats of the record, but also put clever sentences that rhyme, and that forms the poetry side of it. In order to write a verse, as I said before, you need to come up with 16 sentences, and the ending words on each sentence needs to rhyme with the next one. So give you a little practical exercise. What I'd like you to do is to write one statement. Now this could be up to 10 words, and it's a statement about yourself. So you might want to say, I like playing football, for example, but make it personal to yourself and just keep it to 10 words. You can pause the video to come up with some ideas. Okay, so next I want you to make another statement that still makes sense with the football statement, and taking into account that the last word in that sentence is football. Right, now I want to talk to you about the Beatsbus cheat code. So I'm going to start off by writing letters of the alphabet down the side of my piece of paper, right? Oh, that should be an L, excuse me. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is pick a particularly difficult word. Just having a look in my studio. Notorious. Yeah, okay. So let's just say the word is notorious. Yep. Now, at first, that might seem like quite a difficult word to rhyme, but we're just going to go down the alphabet and just see what we can come up with. So, notorious, anything that starts with A that ends in aureus, no, not really. Aureus, no. B, boreas or butorious is not a word. C, cotorious, no, not a word. D, dotorious, not a word. E, no, nothing rhymes. F, well, there is a near rhyming word, which is furious. G, and another word, which is glorious. So now I have two words that basically rhyme with a difficult rhyming word. So you could basically put your first sentence here and end with, say, furious. And then you can put your second sentence next to it and end in glorious. And then obviously that would also tie in to your other sentence that ended in notorious. And then you would just go through and see if there's any more rhyming words. And that's how you bring it up. And that's a Beatsbus cheat code.